You know, there's something about Jordan 1s when they're fresh out the box.
Yeah.
I will sniff them like no other. Like, it's the best smell in the world, you know.
I can relate to that.
Oh, the Spike Lees. Oh, my Lord. I didn't even see him.
Yeah, look at that.
Classic.
I can relate to
Absolute
that, for
classic.
sure. This is like the closest, well, I'll ever get to holding
$20,000,
$30,000 in my hand.
I feel you. I've come to the birthplace of sneaker culture to find out how they become such a phenomenon. The sneaker industry has tripled in the last 10 years. It's now almost half of global footwear sales. I own about 80 pairs myself, and I'm not gonna lie, I still want more. But why?
There's two pockets of why shoes are cool. On one side, they're really functional. They're comfortable to wear. They look cool. They're an extension of your individuality. You can become creative with them. You can paint them. You can customize them. You can own them, right? So that's one pocket. The other pocket is that sneakers in and of themselves have been placed in the same way that people approach art.
We grew up with rules of originality. So the phrase was no biting.
What does that mean?
So that means don't talk like me, don't dress like me, don't say what I say, don't dance the way I dance, don't do anything like me. Everything was about self-expression and originality. And one of the things that's sad about today is kids pay more to look the same now than we ever paid to be different.
In 1984, the sneaker industry was already worth about $2 billion. By 2000, that had shot up to almost $14 billion. And in the last 10 years, it's just exploded. Sneakers have taken over the world. The other thing that's really taken off is collecting. I mean serious collecting. Sneaker brands are smart, and they know how to keep you buying more and more shoes. By putting out limited edition releases, they create a crazy demand. A limited drop is likely to cost more than a regular colorway right out the gate, but things get really crazy in the resale market. Resellers will bulk buy limited sneakers and sell them on at a much higher price. They can end up costing thousands more than a regular version of the same shoe. Reselling has got so big, the market is worth about $6 billion, and it's predicted to hit as much as $17 billion in the next 3 years. There's a lot of money to be made. I've spent about £30,000 to £40,000 on sneakers. Was that money well spent? I don't know. It was my choice. Maybe if I hadn't spent it on loads of sneakers, I could have got a car, bought a flat. But this isn't just about me. Over 1 billion pairs of sneakers are produced every year, and you can't produce that much of anything without having an impact on the planet.
As sort of the industry evolved over the years, they weren't thinking as much, it seems, about like, well, what's going to happen down the line?
Yeah.
You know, eventually, you know, all the sneakers have to go somewhere.
Where is it going to go?
Mostly right now, it's going to go to landfills. We can't really do a lot with it. We can't really recycle a lot of sneakers. It's one of those things that, you know, companies are working on now.
According to Nike, the average carbon footprint of their products is over 7 kilograms, about the same as a 10-mile drive. So what does that mean for the planet? Well, it would take one tree nearly 2 years to remove the carbon dioxide from one pair of shoes. With over 1 billion sneakers sold every year, that tree would need 2 billion years to offset their emissions. So I am literally just outside of Leeds. It's my first time. It is freezing, but I'm meeting a young man named Keelan, and he's very much into his customization and restoration, and he has a really good point when it comes to talking about the environment. So I'm looking forward to it. Hi, hello, nice Keelan. Nice to meet you, Lynnie. Thank you so much.
I literally got into trainers just from watching football.
Okay.
And the process of obviously going to the football is wearing nice shoes. It all just started off from friends. Yeah. I just started cleaning shoes and re-dyeing them, and then it's all moved to like this fully customisational work. If I can restore 9 pairs of shoes here in my house, and that's 9 less shoes that have to go to a landfill, and obviously be wasted, because obviously with the toxins, what's in the shoe and the glue, obviously it goes straight into the soil. Yeah. The rubber doesn't degrade. If everyone could just think for a minute before they're thinking, right, let's bin these shoes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying come to my business, but obviously if you can bring your shoes to me and I can restore them, that's one less pair to go in landfill, and I'm happy with that.
Keelan is just one of so many customizers and refurbishers who have started up in recent years. It's interesting because they seem closer to the way things were back in the day with making your sneakers last. I love the idea of it, just having a few pairs that matter and customizing them to keep them in shape rather than buying new ones constantly. Do I need all the sneakers I have? Probably not.